My people are still unhappy. They say there's too much crime in the area. Not only that, but they so mad, feel so mad at their mayor because their mayor has thought he recorded an entire episode. So for the past 15 minutes, I've been playing talking to myself. Nobody's home right now, so it's perfectly fine that I'm talking to myself, except I forgot to press record. Funny thing is, I started recording and then I stopped because I was like, you know what, I just want to start over and start again. And I thought I pressed the button, but I didn't. So I've been sitting here talking to myself for, I would say, 15 minutes, thinking that we're doing stuff together, that you're with me, building with me. So my people have a right to be angry, and you, the viewer, have a right to be angry as well. And what can I do? Well, let me just get you a box of tissues and a cold glass of water. There you go. Clean yourself up. Get over it. Let's move on. All right, so let me just talk you through what all I've done while you were away. Um, I think it's funny because last episode I was talking about how I wanted to do everything that I could on camera so that you guys could see everything that I'm doing. All right, so I built an oil well, and it is working, and it is working very well. If we look, there is a ton of oil in this area, just a ton. So this is turning into my oil area. Now, let's just decorate this a little bit. Let's add that right there. Let's add a little bit for trade because we are going to, in just a minute, build some trade. And let's add another pump because there is so much oil back in this area. Alright, so here's oil. Let me show you some of the other specializations that I have in the area for mining. I don't have much coal. There's a little bit right there. And ore, there's a lot of ore in the area. There really is. But I've got houses on it right here. And there's this lonely thing up there. So I decided I needed to just go ahead and build the oil well right there. We're going to upgrade that mug pretty good. All right, the other thing that I did is I built a school. Over here is my elementary school. I've noticed that my people are complaining. If you look, they're protesting too much crime. So there's certain things that you can do to take care of this, and the probably first thing that you want to do is start educating your people. So I built this little school. Now I'm putting a flagpole on it. We'll put a sign up just so people know. And we'll add some buses so that these people can get picked up. I know, I'm speaking of my population as if they're just a bunch of hoodlums, but I think they are because they're just committing so much crime. I don't know why they think it's a good idea to go rob liquor stores and break into other people's houses and whatnot. I really don't. But they do, and they seem to be having a great time doing it. I think they're crazy and they need to stop, but they're not stopping. So, yeah, it's crazy. Let's upgrade some streets. Now that I've got the money to do it, we'll make some high density streets through here. As I said, I always start building with dirt roads. So now is the time to upgrade as many roads as I can. I've got the bankroll to do it. Yeah, my population, let's look at my population. My population has boomed pretty well. It hit about 3,000 and then dropped significantly because of crime. This is where the last video was. We're right about in here because the population is starting to grow. And I went AFK for a while. Put it on cheetah speed, which it's still on. Let me slow it down just a little bit. All right, so yeah, here we go. Population is doing pretty good. Now let's look at my budget. My budget is doing really, really good. I've got, I'm in the green. I'm not overspending anywhere. Police, look at police. They are taking up so many resources right now. So it's just kind of, I don't know. Just kind of crummy. Alright, let's zoom in on City Hall. City Hall's doing fine. It'll be upgrading very, very shortly. And let's keep upgrading these roads. Upgrade road. Push that button. Upgrade. 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 Do it. Do it. Why don't you get greater, road? Why don't you get greater? Okay. Alright, that's enough upgrading for now. I can do some of this off camera. Alright, so I've talked to you a little bit about my people being so angry about crime, right? Alright, so check this out. I think this is part of the reason why this game sucks. I have 0 crimes committed per day. I have 18 criminals per day and 3 arrests per day. And if we look at my police station, I've got all the cars possible. I've got it clearly marked. I've got a flag. I've got it as upgraded as it'll let me. There's only one more jail cell that I can throw out here, and even then, I mean, if we look at it, it's not needed because only 3 people are in these jail cells. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this top one right here. I don't want to delete the whole thing. Alright, let's see. Get here, upgrade, and then delete. Take that top one. Alright. That's going to lower my budget just a little bit. It's going to lower it $300 an hour. Alright, so that's more monies in my pocket. I like money. Okay, so let's look. My yellow, a school has reached capacity and is having to turn away students. Oh my goodness. We don't want this to happen. So let's look at the school. Zoom in. Look at this. What does this say? I gotcha. I gotcha. Turn over. Turn over. Get over here. Alright, so let's upgrade this mug. We'll put one right there. We don't want to overdo it, but I want my peeps educated. So there we go. We'll try this. We'll try upgrading it just a little bit. This is a pretty big city right now, and population has dropped. Why is my population dropping? Anyways, we'll get this sorted out. Oh, probably because when you upgrade the streets and they rebuild your buildings, it kicks people out as the buildings get rebuilt. So that's why my population dropped, but my population should climb very significantly. And there's an apartment complex. Okay, the next thing I want to do is upgrade my hospital. If we look over here, it's in the yellow. So there are many sick and injured Sims in the area. So let's zoom around to where I can see it. There you are. Alright, let's upgrade you, hospital. We want more ambulances. Now let's see what the issue is. 10 patients being treated a day, and it's at its capacity. So let's add another wing on our clinic. We'll add 10 more capacity, and we'll add some more ambulances for my peeps. So we'll check back here a little bit later. How many more ambulances should I do? Yeah, let's do one more. Alright. So let's see what this is telling me. Zone residential to get more workers. Keeps telling me to zone residential to get more workers. And I zone more residential and I'm not getting more workers. Why? Because my people are spoiled. Look at this. Look at this. Lots of people, lots of houses. And people are protesting crime, too much crime. And I've got a fully upgraded police station over here. And they're still mad. That makes me mad. That makes me want to do something crazy, like blow something up. But I'm not going to do that. Budget problems loom. What do you mean budget problems loom? How'd this happen? How'd my budget go down? What'd I do? Oh, it was upgrading. What do you mean? Alright. This says I'm going to be bankrupt in a little bit. So let's do the only thing that I know how to do. And let's boost taxes up just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to help. Another thing that I want to do is build a trade depot. What this trade depot is going to do, yes, it's going to take more out of the budget an hour, but I'm going to be able to sell my oil, which means I'm going to be making more money, which is good. It's very good. So what we're going to do, maybe I should raise taxes one more time. See if that gets me. There we go. We're in the green. You'll be happy here in just a little bit. We can trade with the global market. Just add storage modules. Resource trucks will deliver. Alright. So here's our trade depot up and going. Our oil well, which is at full storage, now has a place to have shipments being made. Let's add a delivery, whatever you call it, garage, so that we can have more trucks. Manage global deliveries, and we want to export our oil. So every is it 1,000 barrels, what have you, whatever it is, I get $9,000. That's a lot of money, and this will really add up very, very fast. So as this over here is getting full, this over here is going to sell out my oil. Now let's not go too crazy because I'm having budget problems, but yeah, this should increase my budget, should increase the money coming in, should provide workers, and workers are good because they pay taxes. All right, let's zone a few more residential areas before I call this episode an episode. That way, they can, not enough simoleons to build this. Stupid simoleons. All right, let's just wait. Maybe we should call this an episode. All right, as always, this episode is coming to an end. I think it's a good 15 minutes. I'm in the green, so I'm not going to go bankrupt. So what I'm going to do now is cut it off, go AFK for a little bit, and then we'll come back and try to solve this most recent crisis, and we'll do it together. All right, thank you guys very much. Again, this is Darth Tamanis. I'm actually recording this time and not just talking to myself. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. If you have any input or suggestions, just let me know. Feel free to like, subscribe to my channel, and all that. Hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.